is bound to conclude, therefore, that the decision to advise Her Majesty to prorogue Parliament was unlawful because it had the effect of frustrating or preventing the ability of Parliament to carry out its constitutional functions without reasonable justification. The next and final question, therefore, is what the legal effect of that finding is, and therefore what remedies the court should grant. The court can certainly declare that the advice was unlawful. The Inner House went further and declared that any prorogation resulting from it was null and of no effect. This court has already concluded that the Prime Minister's advice to Her Majesty was unlawful, void, and of no effect. This means that the order in council to which it led was also unlawful, void, and of no effect, and should be quashed. This means that when the Royal Commissioners walked into the House of Lords, it was as if they had walked in with a blank sheet of paper. The prorogation was also void and of no effect. Parliament has not been prorogued. This is the unanimous judgment of all 11 justices. It is for Parliament, and in particular the Speaker and the Lord Speaker, to decide what to do next. Unless there is some parliamentary rule of which we are unaware, they can take immediate steps to enable each House to meet as soon as possible.
We must be back in Parliament immediately. I know the Speaker is going to be consulting with all the party leaders. We want to get back to work. And quite frankly, on the back of this, Boris Johnson must resign immediately.
The Supreme Court spoke today with utter clarity and unanimously. We have not been prorogued. We must now return as members of Parliament to represent our constituents. The executive does not have the power to override the voice of parliamentary democracy, and Parliament is sovereign. Johnson must resign.
I strongly disagree with this decision of the Supreme Court. I have utmost respect for our judiciary. I don't think this was the right decision. I think that the prerogative of prorogation has been used for centuries without this kind of challenge. It's perfectly usual to have a Queen's speech. That's what we want to do. But more importantly, let's be in no doubt, there are a lot of people who want to frustrate Brexit.